Hey everybody, welcome to my home. My name is Becky. I'm so excited that you're here today. Well, you probably already know that we are decorating for fall up in this house. You can tell from behind me that everything is still in a mess. These videos are probably going to be a little bit out of order. What I'm trying to do is just film them quietly and without sound, and then come back later and add a voiceover. That way I can work at night, I can work during the week, not just on Thursday, and I can get it all done and not be so stressed to get it all done just in one day. It is Thursday today, which is when I'm filming this voiceover. The filming part of it that you're getting ready to see, you're probably going to be seeing different outfits, different lighting coming in the door. That's just because I've just been trying to get it done as I can. But today we're decorating the dining room. The dining room is going to consist of my dining room table. I'm going to pull out my beautiful amber dishes that I love and covet so much. They always make the most amazing table setting that I've ever laid my eyes on, especially when the lights are glowing at the end of the night. It just makes my whole heart happy. We're going to be doing the Hutch, which I got some new dishes, which you probably already saw if you've watched my Antique With Me video. If not, surprise, we're getting some new dishes for the Hutch. They scream fall. They're just so pretty. And then we're also going to be doing one little shelf on top of my Amazon shelf with some florals and some pumpkins, and we're going to hang up our little sign. So it's just going to be a simple little redecorate with me. So if you have a drink or a snack, just sit back and let's get to decorating. Because I am so excited about my new dishes, we're going to start in the Hutch. Now this is the set of dishes that I keep up year round. It's a calming pattern for me. It reminds me of my mom. The colors aren't too, or the colors are perfect. The patterns are not too overwhelming, and it mixes perfect with my depression glass and my amber glass that I keep up year round. So I love this set, and this is probably what you'll see most of the year in my Hutch, but I do like to play in here a lot, and I like to change things up, and I love dishes so much. So this Hutch is like a little toy for me to decorate and change and just have a lot of fun with. What I'm doing first is I'm very, very carefully removing all of my depression glass and putting it in a safe place, and then I'm coming back and I'm taking down all of my dishes. I'm leaving up all of those glasses, the amber glass glasses, because they're going to stay up through the fall. In years past, I've tried to do my Hutch in different ways where I don't have all the glasses, and I just never like it. Last year I put little vignettes with books and knickknacks and florals, but I never love it as much as I do year round with all of these glasses. So I thought I would do things just a little bit differently this year and see how it turned out. And I think it turned out great. Now these are my dishes. Like I said, all of these videos are out of order and a hodgepodge that I'm putting together. So I'm not sure if I've shared these dishes with you yet, but they are Temperware by Lennox, and they are absolutely glorious. I need one more. I'm going to look on eBay and see if I can find one more to make my collection complete, because they only had 5 in the store, and I think I need 6 to make it all even. I ended up using an extra dish that I had around the house to fill in to make it all fit, but I think I need one more. Now those dishes that I just showed you, if you'll remember, I bought those, I thrifted those a while back when I was doing my $20 challenge for a Tablescape, and I got those particularly because I thought I might be able to reuse them, especially in fall, and I was correct. They do look great. I actually do end up coming back and replacing them with a darker dish, but these look great. They look fine, and they would have been perfectly fine had I just left them alone. I only had 4 of them, so I needed more dishes, but I was just kind of piecing everything together. The little coffee mugs that I got with the same pattern, did not come with saucers, so I borrowed my saucers from another set that I have in my closet. I have a little decor closet. And oh, let me tell you about this. This soup tureen was a gift. Is it not absolutely beautiful? And please forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong, because it is a beautiful name, but I don't know that I can do it the justice that it deserves. I believe it's pronounced Drazinka, and she sent me that soup tureen. And it is absolutely gorgeous. It matches my home year round. It matches my fall decor. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And do you know she found that at the thrift store for $2? I could not believe it. I definitely don't have thrift stores like that around here. Thank you so much, Trazinka. If I'm saying your name wrong, please forgive me. I am so sorry, but I absolutely love this tureen and I will treasure it forever. At this point, I'm trying to figure out how to make 5 dishes work when I need 6, so I'm just kind of playing around a little bit with the position and where everything goes. Like I said, I added those plain ones that I got thrifting, and they did help in filling up all the spaces, but I still needed more. It's okay though. It all turns out fine. Once I added that tureen up there, and then I'm going to add a glass pumpkin, it fills in all the spaces and it ends up looking just fine. This is one of the dishes that I told you that I just pulled out of my regular decor because I thought it matched pretty well and I was trying to fill in the spaces. And it looks good. It adds a pop of pattern, pop of color. I like it. And then I added this glass pumpkin. I really wish this pumpkin lit up, but it does not. It's a new one that I got this year. So I really think it's pretty up there. Now, like I said, tune in to the end and you will see that all of this actually has changed. And you know, looking back at this, I don't know why I changed it because this looks perfectly fine. I really don't know why. I just replaced those dishes with a darker brown, and I guess I can't leave anything alone. So we're gonna scoot over here to my Amazon shelf. I don't do a whole lot over here just because I'm not quite ready to take down everything just yet. It'll all come down for Halloween because I have so much that I want to fill these shelves with. But for now, I'm just going to keep it as simple as possible. I do always switch out these signs. I put up my little autumn harvest sign that I got from Kirkland's. You've all seen it. It's nothing special. It's just a space filler, and it adds that pop of copper up there that makes that corner look just a little more fall-like. And I did this exact same thing last year, so this is nothing new that you haven't seen, other than me struggling to hang this sign. I put it up with this exact same nails that I used last year, and it was absolutely just as crooked as it could be. So I'm not really sure how I managed that, but somehow I always do manage to put it up crooked. So what I'm doing here is switching out that yellow plate because I wanted to take out the yellow and replace with orange if I could. This plate that I just put there came out of the kitchen. I love that plate. I'm so glad I don't have to pack it away just yet. And then I have these greenery stems that come from Hobby Lobby. All I was doing was just taping them down so it would make a better base for when I start putting in all of these smaller pieces. Now you guys can't see the table that I'm working off of here, but when I tell you it was one more gom, I had taken everything out of the bins and put everything out on this table, and it was all tangled up together. All of the stems of the leaves were tangled up with the pumpkin stems, and it was just a mess. So it looks like I'm moving effortlessly and smoothly, but I am constantly having to untangle things off of this table, but it's coming together pretty easy. All I'm doing is adding small stems and pumpkins up here on this top shelf and letting it kind of drape over the top, and it just makes a pretty effect. And of course we're going to add some fairy lights in too to just add that final ta-da. I'm taking my little vintage ice bucket out too because it's got a lot of yellow in it. I'm trying to pull the yellow out and replace it with more oranges, like I said earlier. So we're just going to replace that ice bucket with a beautiful amber pumpkin. Now I really truly wish that the video would pick up the color lights that I see, because these lights these days, when you film them, they have this terrible color. And although it looks like this on film, it's much prettier in person. And just trust me when I tell you, I think it's it's not the incandescent lights that do this, it's the new ones. What are they called? Oh gosh, I can't think of it right now, but see how it looks so yellow? Much prettier in person. So we are on a completely different day now, and I do want to apologize for the lighting. These back doors have all the light coming through them, which is a good thing on any given day, but it is not a good thing when I'm trying to film a YouTube video. So I do apologize. I hope you can overlook it and still be able to kind of see what I'm doing. So we're going to start by wiping our table down really well. Like I said earlier, the bins, everything that was in those bins that I took out got placed up on that table. So I had quite the pile of pumpkins up there, and it left quite the mess. All of this fall goodness comes with a mess and an aftermath, and that was what I was cleaning up off of my table. Now, this table is so precious to me. My husband made it for me. I love to decorate it and put all of my beautiful dishes out on it. And I did forget to mention earlier that he made that hutch for me as well, top to bottom, handmade by him, and they are both two of many pieces that he's made for me that are like my prized possessions. I love them. So this table runner is kind of like my old standby. I use it year round. It's a good neutral color. It doesn't try to overpower whatever design I'm doing on my table. It's the perfect little neutral table runner. But I do want to doll it up just a little bit by adding a layering effect. It just adds another layer of interest on my table. I'm going to use this second table runner that came from Hobby Lobby. I'm sure you've seen it before. They have them every year. They have them this year. They're always in stock. I'm sure you've all seen it before. I'm just going to take it and use it on the top layer. Now it is a little long, so I'm going to have to fold the center up a little bit. But once I add my centerpiece there, you won't be able to see that part. The next thing we're going to add to the table is my centerpiece. Now this is just one that I made myself. I have had it for many years. It is a little worn for wear, but I still love it and I still like to use it every year. It just makes me, it's just kind of calming. I use so much pattern and color in my home. I do like to mix a lot of neutral colors in with all of my bright colors. And I say things are calming because it kind of tones down all the color that I'm adding. Now these dishes, let me tell you, they are precious to me. I love them. I found them at an antique store. I found the dinner size as well as the dessert size. They're just, I don't even know who makes them. I've never seen them before, never seen them again. They just have these beautiful scalloped edges. It just makes for a beautiful tablescape. The chargers are just from Hobby Lobby. I know you've all seen them as well. They have the fall leaves embossed into them. And then I just add some amber glasses to my table to finish it off. So this is my third year of decorating for fall on YouTube, and I'm always concerned with putting out the same content twice. In all honesty, this is the same tablescape that I did last year, and I just got to thinking about it, and I thought, well, maybe I need to do something just a little bit different, even if I don't keep it up all year, use this idea on my table. Even if I do put, and which I did, I will say that I did, even if I do go grab my old trusty standby centerpiece and put it back on my table, at least I have presented a different idea on what to do, and it's not the same content year after year. So I grabbed my beautiful little vintage tray, and I grabbed some stems, and I grabbed some pumpkins, and I just kind of made a little centerpiece. It is a little too low down for my liking. It's very pretty, and it may be, I didn't take it apart, I kept it together because it may very well be what goes on my coffee table, which honestly, you've probably already seen it. I don't know yet. In my time, while I'm saying this, I have no idea what I'm going to do. But in your time, you've already seen what I did with my coffee table. That's kind of weird. But anyway, I ended up taking it off my dining room table because it was just a little too low down. I liked a little bit more height, which my trusty old standby centerpiece did that. And then I added my vintage squirrel salt and pepper shakers. Love them. We're starting to wrap this up, so what I've got to do now is just do a little bit of cleaning up. I want to get my floors swept and mopped and my rug vacuumed and clean my back windows up a little bit. I think I've been telling you guys since I started this channel that I want to get that cord up. It's, I believe, for internet or cable. I'm not sure. It's been here since I moved in this house, and I have yet to call the cable company and have them come out and get it up. It just lays in my floor. This is my reminder to myself to call them and have them come take that up because it is in my way. And that mop right there, if that cord gets caught up in that mop, it will rip it out the wall, I'm telling you, because it's got little rotators on the bottom. So, or oscillator, what's the word? It oscillates. It goes around and around to clean. So that would not be pretty. The final thing we're going to do today is we're going to put my little blanket ladder over here in a different spot because where I had it before is where I would like to put my fall tree up. So we're going to take down my precious daisy Afghan that Erica sent me, and we're going to put something a little more in the orange tone family. And honestly, this is the same setup that I do every year. This doesn't change. I got that blanket, I don't even know, years ago, and it's just calming, pretty colors. I add a little mini wreath that came from Hobby Lobby, and that little sign came from Dollar General. I just married them together with some ribbon and hang it on the edge of my blanket ladder, and it just always looks really sweet. So I do enjoy pulling that out every year. And then we're just going to do a pan over the room and let you kind of see how it all looks. I wish it was darker so you could get a better view with all the lights on and everything. But when I do my full house tour, I'll have it like later in the afternoon with the lights glowing, and it'll be the whole effect. You'll also be able to see here in a few minutes how I changed up my hutch with those darker dishes. All right, everybody, that's all that I have for you for today. As always, I do so much appreciate you taking a few minutes of your day to spend with me. It means the whole world to me. You're probably looking at my living room and thinking, you just decorated your living room, because if I'm not too wrong, I think my living room decorate with me goes up before this video. So it's just a little confusing, a little out of order. I apologize, but the last thing we have to decorate is the porch, I think. Unless I have one little thing turning around in my head that I may add in, but I'm not 100% sure of that. But it won't be today. It might be the weekend. We have a long weekend because of the holidays. So just tune in. Make sure you've liked, you've subscribed, you've done all the things, pushed all the buttons so you don't miss out on anything, because when fall is over, it's going to be time to decorate for Halloween, and then we'll do a little something in between, and then Christmas is really big around here. So until next time, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.